Is it on? Am I what? Yeah. Ugh. Oh, me. 私はホットドッグ食べました。Ha! Gay? Oh shit. I must have creamed the parrot. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Scratchy. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Painting goo. It's painting goo. Get the fuck. Oh Christ. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Oh, squeaky. That's kind of a nice squeaky. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo. Painting goo goo. Painting goo goo. What'll we do? Nobody knew. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo goo. Oh, welcome to Painting Goo. Well, paintings for you. What was the thing I said? Welcome to Painting Goo, where we paint with goo. How may I paint for you today? Painting Goo? Like the viciously depressed painter. Welcome to Painting Goo. Painting goo goo. Painting goo goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Goo goo goo. Painting goo. Goo goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Oh, squeaky. Oh! I'm literally getting the palette squeaky clean. Like, that's actually hilarious. Painting goo. Painting goo. Goo 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 goo. Right, you filthy mortar scum. You know the drill. If you have any honor, you will place a tip in the monkey's bowl. Click the link in the description. Pay the monkey so he doesn't go hungry. Right. Greetings, my beloved Japonita, and welcome to another glorious episode of A Painting Goo. Please excuse me as I descend into proper paintingu posture. Excellent. My top knot is in top-notch form. Ugh. I'm looking a bit bulky today in my hoodie, but it's cold. I am a cold. Oh! Vegetable soup. Glorious. Salty. Delicious. Right, as I prepare the goo for today's goo, we return to Togo, Africa, where we have discovered, happened upon, found. That's some chunky goo. I will have to clean that later. We have happened upon a river in a jungle in Togo, Africa, where a exit sign is drifting morbidly down the river as a tentacle monster of sorts emerges from a kennel, aka a doghouse. I believe in an attempt to eat whatever this birdie thing is, but we know not yet, for we have not gooed it yet. It is yet to be gooed. Brother Desmondu, how are you? Are you well? Sounds like you have a mice problem. Chilly day in Paintingu Hut, I see. Yes, it's not like cold, but I'm just a bit chilly. And I didn't want to be sitting here all cold doing the stream. So I left my hoodie on, despite it looking ridiculous. Although me saying something looks ridiculous is in itself ridiculous. Right, if you were fatu, you would not be cold. This is probably true. I need to stop smoking for a month again. Put on another 20 pounds. I haven't weighed myself in a few weeks, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if I've lost most of that weight again. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I'm tired. I get great sleep. There's been fucking this like generator outside with a light on and shit, and fucking the water was gone for ages yesterday, like, pretty much the whole day yesterday, and like it only came back this morning. So like, you know, just like cooking, and thank God we had some water here, like big bottles of water and all. Like, thank fuck. Would have just been such a pain in the ass. So yeah, I'm a bit tired today, but yeah, had that meeting, went well. And the wheels are slowly turning on the future idea of me doing some sort of workshop or classes in that place. So yeah, the ball's rolling. I was talking to your one for about like easily like what, an hour and a half, I think, nearly, or an hour, easily an hour. The meeting was at 10:30, and like I left at like 12, you know. But it went very well, and it's all positive, nothing but potential. We just have to see how it goes. Just, you know, baby steps. It's not something that's gonna happen like, you know, within days or weeks. It's going to be more months, in terms of planning, and then like seeing how the first couple of them go, and seeing if we can actually make it a viable thing for the future. But it's looking good. So that's cool. In the meantime, though, we're still just doing we're going to be doing the stream, and then I still have my symmetrical work in the background, and I'm doing those illustration panels for the other guy.
So I have a lot going on right now, but like in a good way, you know. Like I'm not really like stressed. I was like a week or two ago. I was like quite stressed and like a bit depressed and stuff. But definitely the past week or the last few days, um, I would say 2 weeks even. Just optimistic. Definitely an increase in my motivation of late had been a bit low because I'm just like tired, you know. But this has definitely put pep in my step. And not so much even the prospect of like teaching or doing classes, but just how well the other ones I've already done went is more after kind of putting a morale boost in rocket form up my ass the past week or so. So that's good. But I'm very tired. I need rest. But I also need to go. So we shall go. And today is Wednesday. So you okay? Did you nearly fall down the stairs? Will you be careful? What? You would have seen it. So, well, obviously, yeah, but like the way you said it there was like, well, at least you would have witnessed something, like, like me witnessing your head just go what, like down the fucking stairs. I would have been like, yay, or so, like what, like oh yeah, like we should have got that on video. Like, just be careful, please be careful. Fucking hell. Right. Females, man. Can't even pick up a duvet without nearly killing herself. Wednesday. Will we go at White Wednesdays? We do a bit of chopping. I love calling them chopping. It's so funny. I don't think we played chopping last time, did we? We played like the presidential pump and the classical music that goes hard. I like that other one though. That stairway. Stairway is no place to be clumsy. Wish you, yeah, like the last place you want to be clumsy is on a stairs. Like, oh, it's fucking hilarious. Do you know, I haven't played in a while. That's actually, well, I suppose this is pretty good. I think it's hilarious that this is 10. This is 11 hours long. It's 10 hours, 59 minutes, 53 seconds, and it's just like the really fast violin shit. Like, I'm pretty sure it's on a loop. You know what I mean? Like, unless it's like just really similar AI, slightly different shit. I don't know. Part of me thinks if I stick on something energetic right now, I might like give my nervous system a fright. I'm so tired. Hang on a sec. Yeah, part of me wanted to stick on. Where is it? I have that like mad epic one. The like stupidly epic one for like movies and shit. This one. Yeah. And this is 2 hours long. I won't have to change anything. I think it's so funny. This is like this shit you hear in movie trailers and all, and then like, you know, the climactic moments in like huge blockbuster movies. And I think it's so funny to just like imagine just listening to this on your headphones, like if you just had a warehouse job. And I've done that. Like I remember I was one of my warehouse gigs. I was walking around with the headphones on, just like moving like phone stuff around and all, like, and I took the headphones down and I was beside someone, and I could hear the music coming out of the headphones, and he was like, "Is that Mortal Kombat?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, love that song," and he started laughing. The do 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 Mortal Kombat. I'm just like walking around the warehouse with headphones on, moving boxes and all, listening to the Mortal Kombat soundtrack. Oh fuck. Ugh. The bird. Let's do the bird. Oh. What color would we do the bird? Reddish. You okay?
Yeah, that's the duvet for the bed. And 2 pillows.
I just think stuff looks hilarious when it's vacuum packed. It's like that looks like it's hard as a rock. It's not actually that hard. Phrasing. Paintingu. Like, this music makes anything epic. Like, you could be fucking... You could be... knitting an... like a... fucking... I don't know. Think of the most boring thing you could possibly knit. I just, like, fucking... I was gonna say an envelope. Knitting an envelope. Listening to this music on headphones. Or not even on headphones, like, you know, like a full-on, like, you know, home stereo system with, like, fucking, huge speakers, like, surround sound on a subwoofer and all this fucking shit, like. And you're just sitting there knitting an envelope. To this music. Oh. Give him like a really extravagant beak. Just like, think of how funny it would be, man, if we recorded you like cleaning a bus in slow motion to this music. It's so stirring.
Ah, Scouseborough! Welcome.
Painting looks good. Domo. How's life treating you, nigga? You well? It seriously brought joy to my heart seeing that you were going on tour again. Drumming and stuff. That's so cool. I'd love to be able to like go to a one of the gigs you're doing or something like. It'd be so much fun. I suppose this'll do. Excuse me, Micah. I am indeed stirred, not shaken. Hilarious. Yeah, man, I'm buzzing. Yeah, I can only imagine. How long has it been? Like, how many years has it been since, like, you did something like that? And, like, are you going with, like, an old, like, you know, the old crew? Or, like, getting back together? Or is it, like, a new crowd you're touring with? Or, like, what's going on? I've always had mad respect for drummers. I think the people that like don't get any real recognition is like bass players. It's always like front man, lead guitarist, drummers. But like the bass dude's always just there. I want to give this dude like a big eye. Like he's fucking terrified of what he's witnessing. Oh, I said I was gonna do a deer as well, didn't I? Yeah. We did. Oh, God. Oh, excuse me. Okay, well... Well... No, I could do a bit more work on the parrot. Or whatever the fuck this bird is. Oh, fuck me, I'm tired. I could literally just lie down right now and go sleep. It's been 24 years since we toured, and it's all original line. Oh my god. What do you call someone who hangs around with musicians? A bass player. That's so funny, because like I'm not like musically inclined and shit, and like I wouldn't know like the lingo and the jargon and the inside jokes, but like I knew, I could just tell that's the thing. Like the bass player's always just there, like. Oh, that's hilarious. Right, it's only the boys here at the moment, and I need to wake up a bit, so I'm gonna stick on something a bit more impactful, shall we say. Oh fuck yeah, that'll wake me up. Hold on. It's hilarious that this has 33 in it, actually. The Bloodborne soundtrack. If you've never heard this, if you haven't heard me play it before, or if you've never heard the soundtrack, the Bloodborne, the video game, fucking, you're missing out, man. Jesus. Right, we're gonna make this guy reddish orange. Like, you're gonna have like yellow highlights, make him orangey reddish. Make him fancy plumage. Paintingu. Goo goo goo. Yeah, this music suits the vibe of this Paintingu, because you have the tentacle monster, so it's fitting. I stuck on Fallout 4 earlier on just for a few minutes. I had a bit of time before the meeting. So I stuck it on and I started it in survival mode. So it's going to be interesting. It's like the first problem I encountered was like, fuck, I need to find a bed. Where's there a bed? And like, there's no obvious bed in the starting area. And there wasn't one at Red Rocket. So I was like, oh fuck's sake, like. So I looked one up, and there's one in there's a basement. What you call it, like there's a root cellar at the back of one of the houses in is it called Sanctuary, where you start? I can't remember. Like the housing estate at the beginning. So you go down into the root cellar and there's like a mattress there, but you can't sleep for a full 8 hours because it's a dirty mattress. Which like there's the mechanics that they put in, like in terms of diseases and shit, like it's really cool. Like Like every time you take a stim pack or any chemicals and stuff, it makes you dehydrated, so you have to get water into you. There's like loads of different elements. Painting. It's like a funny looking phoenix. This thing. A phoenix. What was Dumbledore's phoenix called again? Fox or some shit, I think it was called.
He was a phoenix.
The first guy who did Dumbledore in the first two movies was fucking deadly.
Harry! I'm an old fuck, and you are a young fuck. It must be you to defend against the dark forces. Only you, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry. Fucking... Oh, what's his fucking name again? Hagrid? I don't care what anyone says. Fucking Harry Potter movies are class. Fucking thoroughly enjoyed just like being on my own for like a few days, and I was like just chilling out playing video games, and like every night I was just stuck on a Harry Potter movie and watched it because I'd never watched all of them, you know. I was like, they're actually fucking savage. Yeah, there's like some things that you're like, ugh, can't believe they did that, but like overall they're really good, like, and they're funny as well, like. Voldemort's laugh. Fucking so good, and he just looks like he doesn't have a nose and all, like, oh, that made me giggle. You're going to Japan? No fucking way. Oh, that'd be class. There's no way I'd have the money by next year though. That'd be fucking deadly. That'd be so much fun going to Japan with you and like getting like blind drunk and shit, like in fucking karaoke bars with a lot of Japanese people. Oh, that'd be so much fun. It's reminiscent of something from the Wrath of the Lich King World of War expansion. Love it. Yeah, I never played WoW. That's one of the few like really famous things that I never got into. I'll have to do a Potterthon with Sonia since we're in the spooky season. Yeah, it's a fucking... It's probably the best saga to just like sit down with a load of junk food all cozy in like the darker months, the wintry months, and just watch all the Harry Potters. You know, they're like funny, they're fairly moral considering how immoral the world has gone in recent years. They're pretty fucking good in terms of like a good moral story. It kind of drops off at the end, you know. But like overall, great. You know, sure you can nitpick it. You can nitpick fucking anything, like, but just the overall vibe is just fucking awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I think the art direction is a big thing for me, because obviously like that's one of the things that I personally like spiritually, like scientifically, as far as like chemically and a nerve ending kind of thing, like my brain just responds vibrantly to how something looks, you know. And the visual aesthetic that they managed to pull off in the Harry Potter movies is really unique and cool. I really like it. Like everything from the monsters to the way the castle looks, like it's all really cool. Gonna need to get some greys in here. Most people say this is the best song in Bloodborne. As far as I'm aware, anyway. A lot, like most people were like, "Oh, Gascoigne, Father Gascoigne's fucking fight music." This song starts playing when you're fighting your first like major opponent, who's like another hunter. But like he ends up like he's like fallen and like, you know, he's like half monster now or something like. And this is the music that's playing when you're fighting him, and you're fighting him in a fucking cemetery. Let that dry. Now what am I gonna do about the eye here? It's still not white enough. I'm really gonna have to layer that on if I want it to be as white. It's like a fucking eyeball, like, you know? Getting there. Like this is music for a video game. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, seriously. It's games like Bloodborne where like when people are like shitting on video games, I'm like, shut your face. I went to Orlando with my daughter, or I went to Orlando when my daughter was younger, and the Harry Potter Wizard World is feckin' boss. Yeah, I think I remember seeing pictures and clips of it and all, like, the level of detail they go into with the props and everything. It's ridiculous. Fucking awesome tune. I'm back, dropping the kids at school so I can watch for a bit while they monkey around. Excellent. How's the wife? Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo goo goo. fucking sick soundtrack. This and the soundtrack to Doom, like best game soundtracks ever. Like.
Ah, I remember. Welcome.
This is the music you hear when King Charles sneaks up on you to drink your blood. Oh god. Every song in this is a banger. And it's like in the game, like the music is playing and you're like slaying this like fucking monstrosity of a thing, like typically anyway. Some of the bosses are like people, you know, but you just have this like incredibly epic orchestra playing this incredibly epic music while you're in this incredibly epic fight. Like, the game's amazing. Painting. How deep in F4 are you? Deep. Still very wet. We'll get the deer in here. Paint, go, go, paint, go, go, paint, go, go. Painting. Yep, that'll do. I'm level 12 at the moment, expanded to a second settlement, and my next goal is to join the Brotherhood of Steel. Nice. Yeah, I started it on survival and found a bed and saved it. That's all I've done so far. So it's gonna be... I've never played it on survival mode before, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how this goes. I really like the way they do the damage, though. That, like... Because you could even tell, like, right at the start when you're killing the rad roaches, like, with the fucking police baton and the 10mm pistol thing. You can even... Because I've played it before, like, I can even tell at the start. Like, they literally went down in one shot or two shots, like, you know, but the amount of, like, damage they did to me was, like, fairly significant per bite, like, you know. So I think it's really cool, the way they did it, that, like, enemies are squishy, but so, like, you're squishy, but so are the enemies. But then there's all these other factors of, like, hunger and disease and thirst and sleep bonuses. Like, if you don't sleep, well, not if you don't sleep, every enemy you kill while you're playing survival mode, like, stacks a thing called adrenaline bonus. So the longer you're awake and the more kills you have, the more damage you do. But then your other stats start to wane as, like, you know, you're like hungry, thirsty, underslept, shit like that. No, like, it's really cool. Painting goo. Painting goo. Alright, let's get some brown on this bitch. Painting goo. Try and give this fucker, like, the funniest looking side eye you've ever seen in your life. I suppose it's not going to be side eye though, because he's down drinking the water, but hears the tentacle come out of the thing over there. So technically he's, like, looking up, because he's down here looking over this thing. His other eye would be able to see it. His other eye is making direct contact. I have to make an alt on survival mode to see what it's like. Yeah, you'd probably like it. It's because it's not like it is and it isn't crazy difficult from what I've seen. Obviously, I don't know yet because I've only played like a few minutes of it. Like, but like there's just like more to it, and the settlements are like now like much more handy and also much more important. You know, because you can only save in a bed. Like, so you can't just like, you know, quick save all the time or like just menu and save or whatever. You need to find. It almost becomes a bit more like Dark Souls. Like, it's like more old school games where it's like you need to find a place to save. You can't just save anywhere. Like, so that's one thing. That's one major change. But then also I really like the way they didn't just like make the enemies really like damage spongy or whatever, where like it's kind of realistic in a sense where it's like they'll go down in a decent amount of hits, but like you're like really squishy too. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how like late game fights turn out, where like is it gonna be a situation where I can still, you know, run into a room and assess the situation or whatever, like, and get into a fight, potentially die, and be like, oh, okay, so there's 3 guys in the first room, 2 guys up there, there's a super mutant in there or whatever, like, so on and so forth. Load the thing again, go back at it, and like, because one of my favorite things about Fallout is like clearing places. I used to love doing that, where you go in like in full armor with a fucking auto shotgun, or just like walk into a room with 5 dudes in it, and you just like VATS and go like click 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 click, and it's just like boom, and he gets annihilated, boom, he gets annihilated, boom boom. He's like turns into a fucking murder simulator. Like, it's brilliant. It is like, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I need to fix the tentacles. They're not, especially this one. The shading is off. I hate when that happens. It's just like a bit of the goo is like chunky because it's hardened, and it ends up on the brush. Pain in the ass sometimes. It would be really cool one of the times to like pick one of the bosses or the creatures out of Bloodborne or something, and like play the soundtrack to Bloodborne while I'm painting the creature. Or you like do the same thing where like I do a thing of Doom guy, or like a Mancubus, or one of the fucking demons out of Doom, out of Doom, while playing the Doom soundtrack. You could do shit like that. I suppose it wouldn't work with shit like Dead Space, like the soundtrack, you know, isn't like, you know, a full playable soundtrack kind of thing. But that'd be cool to do stuff like that. You have the fucking the soundtrack to the game while doing one of the game characters. Cool. Do a Big Daddy out of Bioshock. Like sometimes I'd love to like do one from reference, but at the same time like put my own spin on it. Even if it was just something pure simple as like doing a daddy out of Bioshock, a Big Daddy out of Bioshock, and just have like tentacles coming out of him or something, like just something pure simple, like, and maybe make him a bit more cartoony looking and funny or something, you know. Is this the one that I was using? Because if it is, that's annoying, because it's already lost its shape. Yeah, it fucking is. It's annoying. This thing's starting to lose its shape already. In fairness, I am kind of rough with them. Well, not kind of. I am. I'm rough with them. Survival mode is brutal. You guys are on another level. Bleh. You guys are on another level when it comes to shooter competency and ability. I play more for story and building. Well, like, that's what happens when you've been fucking playing little Twitch shooters since you were a kid, like. That's something I genuinely take a bit of pride in. Is how good I am at certain genres of games. Like when it comes to hack and slashes and shooters, I'm quite proficient. Yeah, like everybody has their thing, you know. Like some of the lads used to be big into what's that fucking Conan Exile and Ark, like Survival Evolved or some shit like that. Like these kind of massively online multiplayer, like survivor, kind of like Minecrafty things. And like they were big into them, they were always playing them together, and I could just never get into them. I found them quite boring. If something's kind of jank looking in terms of like animations and mechanics and shit, there's just a part of my brain that's like, ugh, it's ugly. But it depends, cause like what was that fucking game? There's a game that like is hilariously piss poor when it comes to the visual graphics, and it's quite old. Something Bannerlord. Can't fucking remember what it's called now. Hilarious game. Great game. Like, third person. Fucking, like, very realistic or not that realistic depending on what mode you put it on or the settings or something. But, it's, like, set during, like, you know, Viking, you know, Sultan era and stuff like it's medieval warfare, like, and it can be like really fucking difficult and realistic if you want it to be, but like it can also be just like a lot of fun and very video gamey depending on what settings you put it on. I kind of put it on a bit of both, where it was like challenging but not ridiculous, and like you have to manage like an army. And you can control the army and all. You have to, like, you know, go around, feed them and get resources and stuff. And, like, you can become, like, you know, a jarl or, like, you know, the confidant or of a king or some shit. Like, you can, like, go up the ranks in the local area and have, like, allegiances and rivalries with, like, different people or different factions and stuff. Like, it's very... Like, I'm assuming the reason why it looked so visually crap is because the mechanical, like, programming side of it was, like, extensive and very deep and comprehensive, to the point where it was actually kind of nuts, the stuff you could do in terms of, like, this, like, vast, you know, you could work your way up from, like, a lowly peasant with just you and a few bandits or some shit, all the way up to, like, a general with an army with, like, multiple settlements that are paying you taxes, like, so on and so forth. Like, you know, you can, like, full on rise the ranks or whatever. Like, they were just coming out when I was already in my 20s. I kind of missed the shooter wave. I played COD online for a bit on PS3, but could not compete. I'm a sniper, not a Twitch shooter. And that's what kind of ruined it for people like me in a lot of ways, where they made sniping Twitch shooting. It was the most annoying thing ever. You'd have lads running around and, like, at basically, like, like a short, like, CQC range, they'd just be, like, whipping out a fucking, you know, bolt action sniper rifle and fucking just, like, BAM! And, like, ridiculous. People doing it with 50 cals and all, like, you know, like, standing with an M1 Barrett and just going, like, quick scope, and, like, running around the corner and going, like, quick scope, and fucking all this it just ruined it, you know, for guys like me or you that were, like, looking for a fairly realistic, you know, military experience. COD became not that a long time ago. But in fairness to them, the campaign to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is so good. It's so fucking good. Whatever about realism or whatever, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just so good in terms of, like, an action-packed, like, the scenarios they put you in, and it's, like, well-paced. It's fairly long for, like, a shooter campaign, especially one back then and all, like. Oh, I miss those days, man. I miss the days of just, like, firing up a first-person shooter like Halo or Call of Duty and, you know, slapping it on hard, or, like, like, you had to be in the mood to put them on the, like, on the really high difficulty. Like, Legendary in Halo was genuinely very difficult, especially on your own. And fucking Veteran on Call of Duty was fucking intense, because, like, you basically got, like, shot twice and that was it. Like, 2 bullets could hit you in succession and that was it. Like, you're gone. Like, if a grenade went over on the other side of the room, you were dead. Like, is pretty frustrating and intense, but very satisfying once you cleared it, because it forced you to be, like, ridiculous at the game, in the sense of, like, you throw a flashbang around the corner, turn the corner, and, like, you know where the guys are going to be there or abouts, because you've done the scenario so many times. You just, like, flashbang around the corner, wait, see the flash, turn the corner, and you just, like, you know, what would you call it? Target acquisition needs to be, like, so fast. Never mind like trigger control and recoil control and all. Like, I used to love getting good enough at certain areas where you could use the recoil of the weapon that you were using to your advantage. You know, if you were using something like an AK-47 and you had to hit multiple targets in like a hallway or something, instead of trying to like control the bursts and really pick your shots, you just like start low right and it would go high left, you know? So you could start in the bottom right corner and just like hold the trigger and let it kick, and it'd go like du-du-du-du-du-du, and like you'd see the bullets go in that arc and hit the guys that you want to hit. You know, like certain weapons would recoil horizontally more and shit. Like, it's really cool. The weapons in that game were fucking class. Black Ops 1 was really good. World at War was fucking amazing. But like, nobody cares about them anymore. Like, they're like the reception for, like, you know, Black Ops 7? It's ridiculous. Black Ops 7, like, so fucking stupid. Like. Yeah, twitchy shooting takes the fun out of it for me. ADHD 360 no scope alone, he got old quick. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. That place, like, that play style only suits, you know, like science fiction or some kind of like yeah, like science fiction, I suppose, or like science fantasy. Like, well, not science fantasy, like, you know, fantasy shit. Like, it'd be cool to do something like a, what's that thing, Witchfire? I've seen that looks pretty good. Something like that where there's like werewolves and vampires and shit, and like people, like there's like characters and ideas in the game that make it seem believable that you would have someone who like is incredibly quick with a firearm, you know, like a vampire cowboy, like would, like, could you imagine how fucking quick on the draw that dude would be? Like, and even if you get him, it needs to be with silver and in the heart, or it won't kill him. Like, didn't Razor Fist kind of do that recently? Wasn't his like comic book that he just came out with, isn't that kind of cowboy Christian vampire like werewolf kind of thing? That's a cool genre. There's not enough of that genre. The kind of Van Helsing vibe, you know? I love that vibe. Oh, I saw a fucking trailer for a game called Valor Mortis. Yeah, I think it's called Valor Mortis. Looks really fucking cool. It's like Napoleonic era fighting. You know, like rifles and but they still have like sabers and stuff. But there's like this weird like alchemical demon energy going on. It's like imagine Resident Evil meets Napoleonic era, where like he like gets shot multiple times, and he's like surrounded, but then he like smashes this like potion vial thing on himself, and it makes him like mutate fucking T-virus Resident Evil style, and he just starts like murdering all the dudes around him like a big monster and all. Like, looks really cool. Trailer for it was like savage. It's been so long since I had like the finances to justify being able to like spend money on something like that. But like the last bit of money I spent on a game, I think it was like €3 or something, because it was a game that's like years old. And make him a bit brighter. So he doesn't just like blend into the background. Yeah, I could probably afford to go like quite bright with this so he sticks out. As long as he doesn't look orange, we'll be okay. But I want him to stick out. It's like somber and creepy, but it's beautiful as well. It's like the game itself is like that. Like Bloodborne is a game that, like, if you're paying attention to your surroundings and the lore, it's like so depressing and tragic and like melancholy and like all wrapped up. Like it's so dark. It's so fucked up. Like it's like the whole Lovecraftian influence and stuff. Like there's just no hope. Like, but it's beautiful. It's weird. It's like, man, like the Asians are so good at making shit that is just artistically like profound. So fucking good. I remember the first time playing COD 4 on Veteran, the first time grenades raining everywhere. Oh, it's fucking stupid, man. I'll never forget how hard Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is on Veteran. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like, it's stupidly difficult. Like the fucking bit at the end on the airplane, the Mile High Club, like fucking took me ages to be able to defeat that, like, because you literally need to, like, you just have to get into that mode of, like, you know, pop out of cover, like, pop out of cover, flash, pop in cover, right, pop back out, bang, 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 move forward, go, like, tuck into the left, another flash, fucking, like, every movement just has to be, like, no hesitation, perfect accuracy, you know where everything is, like, it's ridiculous. It's very satisfying when you do it, though. Ridiculously satisfying when you do it. That's why the Dark Souls games made such an impact, because games were starting to do that a lot. The whole, oh, we need to appeal to a wider audience, so we need to give people the option to make the game easier or some shit. It's like, actual gamers, like, you know, will bitch and moan and like break a controller and be like, this game's fucking bullshit and all, like, but like, we'll keep coming back to defeat it. And if it's like, if it's the right kind of difficult, like if it's not actually bullshit, you know, like if we're just like losing it because it's difficult, like, That's what makes a great game. What makes a great game is like the problem you're presented with needs to be enjoyable to conquer. For the most part, it can become a chore, but then once you complete it, you're like, oh fuck yeah! Like the sense of accomplishment is ridiculous, depending on the game. Like I'm playing Liza P at the moment, and it's a Souls-like, and I've already had that. I've already got that feeling a few times. And I'm probably like around like just under the halfway point in that game or some shit, I would guess. I just beat the, what's it called, the King of Puppets, so I'm probably like the first third of it finished now or something. It's fucking good. Liza P is fucking good, man. Really fucking good. Just like Sekiro and Bloodborne and Dark Souls, like, you know, they all have their own flair and shit, but it's all fundamentally the same thing, you know. Enemies, checkpoint, boss. Enemies, checkpoint, boss, you know. That's like, keep it simple, man. Like the simple is best when it comes to most things. We'll do the phrase of the day. Pause the epic horror tunes for the moment. World at War was so dark and raw. Yeah, World at War was fucking class. And yeah, like they had the dismemberment in it. Like there was like some horrific scenes in it. I said like that. It's reminding me, like just talking about that. I saw the trailer to the new Wolverine game, and I was genuinely surprised at how violent it was. Cause all the like superhero games and all the fucking, you know, it's all gone woke and it's all gone shy, for so long. And with them trying to like appeal to a wider audience and shit like that, the games have like been less and less violent, like, you know. But I saw the trailer to Wolverine and I was like, okay, yeah, that looks like fairly similar to X-Men Origins Wolverine that came out, you know, years ago around the same time as the movie, and that was a really solid, like, very good hack and slash adventure thing. It was basically a Wolverine version of God of War. It was a really solid game. This new one, you know, looks cool. You could see some of the tropes that have accumulated with recent, like, you could see stuff that, like, from Uncharted and The Last of Us and stuff, where it's like, you know, the camera, and God of War, the new God of War, where like they're trying to do the whole it's all in one take camera angle thing. It's more close up and behind the shoulder. There's like you know, set animations where you can like kick someone into a wall and stuff or whatever. Like, so there's gonna be a lot of that's like there's probably gonna be a lot of QTE stuff, a lot of quick time event shit, which if they do them right will be fine. It's the same as everything else now. I'm just like I'm just so skeptical. I'm like I don't want to think about it or look at it or get it like or until someone's actually playing it, you know. Like look at the whole Ghost of Yote situation, like an absolute just yet another absolute needless tragedy of a glorious IP. Like Ghost of Tsushima came out several years ago. It was fucking incredible. It was so good. And like everybody felt the same way about it. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, this game's amazing," blah blah. Like, and now they come out with the sequel, and it's utter trash. It's utter dog water. And I don't care what anyone says of like, well, the game itself is actually pretty good. Like, if you play it, it's just like, you know, the developers and the ideology and all that fucking shit. Like, you know, like I refuse to, you know, like I don't care if your game is like I looked at Helldivers and I was like, oh my god, that game looks class. Like Helldivers 2 looks fucking like so much fun. But then the developers do a load of fucking stupid shady shit, and then they like, you know, get in on the whole politics stuff and all, like, and it just totally turns me off the game. You know? And yeah, sure, it's like I get why people are like, why wouldn't you just play the game? It's still a good game. It's like, leave the game alone. It's not the game's fault. It's like, it is a product created by people. And if you want those people to continue to do stuff that like you hate, like that you find disgusting, you know, i.e. make everything lame and gay, well, just keep buying their shit if you want them to keep doing that. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like the best way to do it is like not buy it. And people are starting to catch on. Like, it looks like that's starting to work now. Like, where there's enough people in the gaming community now are like, right, fuck this shit. You're not getting my money, you know. And it works. It fucking works. You know. Will it work enough for things to change soon? I don't know. But things will change. They always do. I'm optimistic. You know, with any luck, Wolverine comes out and it's a fucking awesome fucking game, and that'd be a good thing. You know, I want to see great games again. I want to see great movies again, great TV shows, great comedy, like genuinely great comedy. You know, will we see it in the mainstream in the near future? Probably not. But like, you know, that's why more and more people should be a part of the bear community, because you get these fucking hilarious skits and stuff and all, and it's all like organic and made by a combination of, you know, former Hollywood talent and like just random normal people, like, which is just great. It's hilarious how like it's just so obvious now that these huge industries are going through such a flux because people are just so fucking sick of everything being so shit. You know? Like Microsoft fucked up there recently where it's like, oh yeah, we're making, you know, the Game Pass like more expensive now. So that it's a better experience for you. Like, it's just the way they speak, the way they advertise things, the things they say, the slogans and stuff like that. Like, it is to the point now where some of it is so stomach turning and so on the nose, so blatant, in terms of like it being evidence that like these people couldn't give a fuck about anyone. They just want money and power and status and like some kind of ability to see their fantasies realized in the real world, you know, in terms of like doing stuff with kids and shit. Now it's like it's horrific, you know. These monsters that are among us now, in I would say in more number than ever before. I think like the you know the modern world and the free West and stuff like that after World War II, past like 80 odd years, has basically just created almost a perfect habitat for like absolute demons, and people are only really waking up to it like the last few years. Meanwhile, the rest of us have been like, you know, I mean, me personally, like you're talking like 10 years now easily that I've been like, you know, looking around being like, this is fucked, you know. And now a lot of people are like, you know, they're on TikTok and they're on YouTube and they're looking at stuff and they're like, oh, I don't trust the government, and like speculating about shit and all, like, which is good, but like, you know, is it too little too late? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. That's all you can do, is just keep going and see what happens. I haven't heard of Valor Mortis, but that sounds like a great game. Oh man, look it up. Look the fucking trailer up. It's fucking class. Or I'll send it to you on Telegram. Seriously fucking cool. Right, phrase. I didn't do the phrase. This is hilarious. Midgets are difficult to be around because they are short with everyone. I texted him back and I was like, meh, it'll do. And he was like, yeah, I know it's shit. Like, that actually made me laugh out loud for a few minutes. The female was like, why are you laughing at? Like, the second I seen it come up on my phone, yeah, I know it's shit, I started dying laughing. Oh man. Like, it's like a dad joke, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, midgets are difficult to be around. Midgets are difficult to be around because they are short with everyone. Like, it makes, you get it, but you're like, yeah, it doesn't, like, it works, but it doesn't. Well, sometimes they're my favorite ones because it's like the movie Starship Troopers. It's like, it's so bad it's good. Like, it's like, oh, send it to Coddington. He'll probably get a kick out of it. Oh fuck. Right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm fucking knackered. We got the deer looks hilarious already. That's actually so funny. We'll get the detail in on the deer and the bird tomorrow. Figure out what we're doing with the eyeball. That's so funny. Oh fuck. Oh. Sorry. I hope I don't make everyone yawn. I always think that's like dark but hilarious, with the fucking potential to be like on the internet and people are listening to you or whatever, and then you yawn and then they yawn because they're watching or listening to you, and the whole sympathetic yawn thing and all that, and then like they crash their car or something. I feel so guilty. Like, it was just me yawning on the internet, like, cause somebody to get into a fucking car. Obviously, like, you know, it's still their fault, it's their responsibility. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, what you doing crashing your car, fool? I love the way Stabberoo just keeps coming back being like, I'm back. Had to grab some groceries. Oh. Fuck. I didn't realize how tired I was till I started streaming. Oh man. Right. that is all I have time for today. That's all. That's all I have the energy for today. To be quite honest, never mind the time. I will return same time tomorrow, same time, same place. Way more energy, hopefully. And we'll do more work on this one. But this one's turning out well. This one's turning out really well. So far it looks great, and I like that. And it's funny because like the one we did there recently, the temple in, I can't remember where we were. Was it Saudi Arabia? The temple or some shit. Or was it that? Was it Uzbekistan where I did the temple? I can't remember. With the salamander who was like dressed up as a PI with the briefcase and stuff. It's like elements of it looked shit, but elements of it looked good. It's easy, like for me anyway. Now I think it's quite easy to make a jungle forest, like organic, like wild area look very believable. It's like easy. It's quite easy to do that. Whereas like making architecture and like buildings, look believable is more difficult typically. I think the only time I've really gotten that down really well was Pablo Escobar's place. That came out good. Yeah, right. I'm gonna shut up and get off now. Pay for PEINTEINGU. Swine. Much love. Be good, be true, be beautiful. And I will see you soon. And pay for PEINTEINGU.